Whoa, what up, what up, what up? What's going on? Let's make sure we got everybody ready to party. All right, let's get to work, people. Oh. Whoop. Let's make sure everybody gets in okay. Then we got to get this party started. All right, all right. Hold on here. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Let's do this. Morning, folks. What is going on in the hood today? Let's get going, man. We got to do the Lord's work here. Michael, what up? What's going on? How you doing? ESPN. Dude, nice list you have here. I mean, nice list. Bro, you got a hot little list there. Snow's good too. Good. I think we got everybody. Hey, Justin, what's up, baby? How you doing? Guys, let's get to work, man. Everybody in or what? All right. Justin, what you watching this morning? Thayer, what up, baby? Let me see what you got here before I get started. Wolf. Ooh, this is a pretty beaten down name. Oh, revenue declines, loss widens. Not so bad. Good. Nice. Snow. Very good. Ooh, that's nice too, right there. I would keep all those there. Oh shit, I'm not sharing my screen. All right. What's up, folks? How yous all doing? Guys, we got another gap up in the markets per usual. We are in, this is like it's a swing traders market, right? What I mean by swing traders market is the money that's been made has probably been more on the buy and hold side than it has on necessarily, a lot of the day trading per se. There's been good money in the day trading, but the real mammoth seems to be on the buy and hold stuff because you're getting these gaps every day and the market's not pulling back or giving us really any volatility. And so we're just getting this kind of, grind up. But the one good thing that is the market is dumping like once a day and it's giving some opportunities to kind of get long. And so you kind of have to wait for those. Like every day, there's like one kind of dump that kind of sets up along. And so when you get into these kind of gap and grindy type of modes, what we need to have is just a little bit of just a little bit of juice that says, hey, we got to refresh in the charts. And on the other side of things, there are a lot of good charts out there. Man, that's tough. We could really use a little bit of a pullback. We really could. You can see the SPY here. You got yourself 565. We have the Jackson Hole, I believe. What day is it today? Thursday. We're going to have the Jackson Hole tomorrow. Powell's going to probably come out dovish, so we're definitely, he's going to do that. The question just comes, how dovish, and then does this end up being some kind of double top that finally, like a sell the news event, or is it, does it bust through? Now, usually to have a proper bust through, you need some type of coiled up or basing. Like you don't want to like break all-time highs off a V bottom. So, ideally, if you're a bull and you want the market to kind of go up on a longer term basis, really need is like maybe some level of pullback there, and then you go, right? And I think that gives you a lot more something, right? Versus like the straight vertical. The straight vertical, if we go straight vertical through the breakout spot, maybe we hold for a day, but maybe we don't. But like the odds of having a wicked snapback get a lot higher. So you just have to be of that when you're doing it. We've got opportunities, but we need to make sure that we have good locations. Now, on the other side of things, even though the market's kind of just grinding up, there are some good looking, there's some good looking stocks out there still. And I think there's a play. There's definitely a play in these kind of names still. What I mean by that is that, we have still a lot of stocks that are still coiled up, right? So let's do this. I want to go into the wrappers for today, and then let's go there and take a look at kind of the general watch list and see like what the heck is going on. Hold on here 1 second. Just get this. So let's get the old trade exchange up. See what kind of news we got in the morning, and then we'll move on. All right. There we go. Let's get this thing juicy. Thursday economic calendar, jobless claims, Chicago Fed activity, PMI composite flash. These are kind of semi-okay. And then you got these kind of T-bills that are coming up here. No Fed speakers. And then you got the Jackson Hole Symposium. A bunch of New Yorkers hanging out in Jackson Hole. What could go wrong, right? They probably got to fly in all the hookers. Top up, staff mobile, junk. All right. An upgrade. S. S is actually something I've been watching for a while. It's been a hot little breakout so far the last week or so. And we can see here, Hims got a buy. That might be something too, because it's been a little bit beaten down. It's been a little bit down. If Needham is upgrade this is a buy thing, we got to add that to the watch list right here. In this market currently too, what we need is, a lot of these kind of mid-cap names are going through. So we need to have a little bit of that action anyways. I think we add Hims to the watch list. We probably want to add S, and we definitely want to add EL also. Those are both kind of both bottoming plays. And company releases, nothing really here. Top pre-market movers, Mobex, junk, offering, surprise. Snow and Urban. We want to both add these two. All right. Both of them are down 10% on earnings. We definitely want to be having that. I think Kava also's got after the market, Bill. So we got all sorts of things. So before the market, we got Baidu. Let's take a look at that. And then CSIEM, I think these Chinese names we want to look up, see if there's any action on those. Baidu's taking not much of a move. Billy is making a move. AAP's getting dusted, so we can add that too. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see if IQ's doing something. No. And then look, top earnings result after hours yesterday. ZM, I think ZM. Look, EPS of 139, beat by 18, revenue by 0.1, but that's still in this market. And this stock has been beaten down, right? It used to be $600. That may be gander. Now it's not having much of a reaction yet, but it's got a little bit of a W turn going. So I think we can add in the ZM also. And let's start getting a little bit of a hoot nanny on these things. And then let's see what else we got here. Boom, 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 boom. BT, chunk. Yeah. Now, like if we look over here, let's just take a look and see if we got any noteworthy events here. Futures higher ahead of weekly jobless claims. EU composite PMI grows more than expected. Blah blah blah. Right? You got S&P. SM is a really good looking stock for today. AVGL also a really good looking stock today. And then Netflix is taking a small pull along with Snow. Dun, 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 dun. Look, AA reported better than earnings. AAP. We got Baidu, SIQ. The solar stocks have been picking up some steam too. We'll see if that has any reaction later. Peloton, shocker. We got Urban, and we'll keep ZM on the watch list too. Otherwise, we don't have much going on here. Schwab had some news out. BJ wholesales. You get the whole kind of gamut of a poo-poo platter. Let's get this thing going here because there's a whole host of plays that we can be right now. So first of all, like I was telling you guys, let's add this Peloton to the watch list, by the way. We have a little bit of a gap and grind on these jobless claims. That's okay, right? We got a little bit of gap and grind on these jobless claims. That is okay. We're going to have, we got a lot of news plays that we can do. We're going to probably test into the SPY all-time highs, maybe even break over based on, going into the Jackson Hole. It does set up for a little bit of a sell the news event. And I think that's going to be, that'll be important too. Oof. Tomorrow's going to be a big day for us, guys. Let's get this going. Dude, we're on to it. Let's take a look at IWM here. And you can see the IWM's got a baby flag that's setting up here. And with these jobless claims, it may actually come out of this. So we had a big push, a rest day, and then another rest day. So now we're taking out this range. That's going to be in a really, really good sweet spot. That's going to be a real good. This is nice. All right, cool. Let's get a look into the earnings plays here. And let's let's do some here. Staff infection, staffing 360 solutions. Hey, this was a 1-to-10 reverse split just a couple months ago. These have been going. This is not my particular flavor of name, but listen, every single day, like one of these kind of names is going. We definitely want to be partaying. And if you like small caps, this is the time to be balls to the wall because we're not going to be able to have necessarily, you don't always get a cycle of these. So keep that on the watch list. This GDC was a short crusher yesterday. You had 90 million shares in volume. GD Culture Group, right? I don't even know what that means, but it just sounds awful. And look, you can see it was a little bit of a wiki kind of name. So you got action on this one. And this is also a reverse split stock. So you're getting all this kind of run. You may see a little bit more push in this before it kind of rolls back down in the 50, 60 cent range. Airy, dude, if you're a small cap lover, all three of these should be on your watch list. Like these are going to be, they're pumps, right? They're pumps, they're dumps, and all of the above. But dude, we got to definitely, got to do, like we got a good spot here too. Man, that's nice, real nice. I would add all those. GHSI, bum, 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 bum. Look at this thing, right? You got another breakout over there. This I'm interested in right here, right? This I'm interested. Net loss narrows, revenues rise, fiscal sales outlook issued. This is the market for these kind of turds, right? This is the market for these kind of turds. Look, if like these Bitcoin stocks and right CLSKs and these type of names are going, why not this one? We've got a level here basing at $4 that will be pretty important, right? So what we need to do is just go. Dude, this is nice. Let's add this to the list. Oh man. Zuo revenues rise, issues guidance. This one might be a little bit thin. Pass. Hey, GovX is gapping up too. So you got monkeypox is still a thing. The other thing is that GovX got their raise out of the way, so they've already done their dilution. So if you look, Vrax just did a dilution, right? So Vrax Group signs deals for 5 million share offering. So they diluted their, right? The shares they got on the float. Not a huge dilution, but still, right? A nasty one. So GovX already did that, right? So you got out of the way and it's still holding up. So I'd probably out of the two that, GovX probably is. These are 50-cent stocks, right? So you have to be careful. If you're into this monkeypox alternative lifestyle stuff, then you can roll with this. It is going to be just a key. You've got all this resistance on top, and they could pull the rug at any day. So you do got to be a little bit careful, right? Be pragmatic on these things. And dude, let's go shred. Bum, 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 bum. Wolf, the Wolf Nation. Now this I can get behind. So this is a semiconductor name. Robbie G, I got you. This is a semiconductor name. And you're right here breaking over the 20 SMA. You got a 6% gap up. This may actually have some juice. Like the volume's been increasing on this the last few days. We may have a little bit of a hootenanny on this. I would roll with this. What do you think? Yeah, why not? No go. What are you watching, baby? Let's add this too. I'm into it. And we're going to narrow all this shit down, so don't worry about that. Pum, pum, pum. Armando. What's up, baby? Let me take a look at your watch here. Yo, see this lunar? Hold on here. So look, you had the big pump, then you had a day yesterday. Right? You had a little bit of an inside day yesterday, and now you're holding into this thing. So when you get the big ranging day, and then you get this kind of sideways, right, thinner ranging day, the third day can often be pretty powerful. So when we have something like this, right, like we gotta be up on it, right? We gotta be up on this thing. So this has got a good to it. If it takes out, right, if it takes out this $6 range, give or take, like we're gonna have ourselves a little bit of a hoot. So let's add this bad boy. We really need to take out about 610 to get it going, but we're getting there. If you start to tighten up even before that, and you start to show some kind of basing or some kind of pattern, you can totally roll in with that too. I like it. Yeah, let's add that bad boy. Clove, this is up too many days in a row. And then look, this HIMS has got an upgrade today. I had this on watch for a swing anyways when it was coming out to the side. I think if it closes over the 20 SMA, like you have all this room here, this is the right place, right time for this kind of thing. And, this is, man, it's like a little bit of a cold stock too. It's got good range. You got 5%, and that's been because of the range has been compressed here. It was quite a bit higher. Let's add HIMS to the watch list. Hey, this Sing has got a flag pattern on it too. It's a big pump and dump, but that may have a chance later too. junk. Hey, Billy, so this is earnings here. Now it's in a no man's land, right? So you got earnings here, but it is in a little bit of no man's land. So I'm not sure exactly how that one works. And Baidu also had earnings. And you can see Baidu had earnings, but no reaction yet. What happened to these guys? They had I thought they had the driverless cars and the deal with Tesla and all this stuff. You had one hot candle on this thing in years, right? And it's just been in this downtrend ever since. That's why you can't, these stocks are tough. You can't trust them. You see, you get this one hot candle, and then it's just, right, it's been untradeable since. You got earnings on this thing, but what do you do with it? Yeah, it's I think a little bit more of a tricky McGee. Good. All right, so we got a couple. Let's take a look on the downside. I think this AAP is actually something, if the liquidity comes in, we can roll with. So this is bombing on earnings, and you have a breakdown here. So it's been a downtrend for quite some time anyways, but you got a breakdown here. It's clean. You're breaking down below these levels here. Now, look, the big hairy Indian butt of this is that the SSR is on it. It's already down 21%. So what you would need is some level. It would need to pop a little bit and probably marinate out through here. And then I think you'll have a lot better chance. Yo, JD, what up, baby? Yo, baby, yo, baby, yo. JD Lee. Dude, that's it just rhymes off the tongue too, don't it? You're getting all the puss with that. Good for you, man. Good for you. So let's get this thing popping a little bit. JD Lee. That's nice, bro. Let's get a little pop of this. I think we can do it. Urban Outfitters. Yo, back in the day, I'm talking 2002, 2003, Urban Outfitters was the hottest thing around. On the college campus at Michigan State, this was the hangout. This was the hangout. To pop in there all the time, get myself a little fresh tea for Fridays. When you GTL in, right? No, I don't do laundry, but right, it would be gym, haircut, right, and car wash was Friday, and then a little bit of Urban Outfitters. Get yourself a fresh tea, and now you're rolling. Now I didn't get any chicks really, but in my head, that was the hot routine. It didn't get me any chicks, but boy, love doing it every Friday. That's a good spot right there. Bam. Let's add this too, and then Snow also. Boy, Snow is such a slut. So think about it. This thing, I mean, their big business is what they sell to the government, right? How do you lose money selling to the government? Dude, right? Dude, the toilet guy sells $500 thrones to the government and becomes rich, but Snow can't make any money. So you got to gap down. This has been in a downtrend for quite some time. It's the only major mega tech that's really acting like such a turd. Dude, these guys, I mean, talk about a mess up, because they're technically an AI company too, and they can't get it together. The company issued downbeat fiscal third quarter product revenue outlook despite raising its full year view for key metrics. Product revenue that's been 850, 855, blah blah blah. We forecast product revenue based on observed behavior, blah blah blah. Dudes. They can't get it together, man. That ain't no good. They can't get it together. That ain't no good. Ooh. Let's roll with it. We add this on the chopping block for the short too. All right. CSIQ too thin. William and Sonoma's. Hey, so this has got a big base to roll over from, and you got actually a lot of downside on this. If you look at a stock like this, when they base out, if it can, it's not a guarantee that it rolls over because it's already holding its 200-day moving average. You very well just, go red to green and rip through. But if it happened to, what I would do on something like this is I would put, oh, motherfuckers on AVGO. Ain't that this bitch? You got to base, this is a swing traders market. It really is. I'd set an alert right here. If it starts to kind of make its way back, then I think you could take a little bit of a goose and gander. Till then, like you just kind of leave it alone because it's sitting over the 200-day moving average. So you can't do anything unless it breaks back up, back under. BJ's wholesale, dude. Right, you got dumping on earnings here. Now this stock is really thin, and it's a grocery name. Grocery stocks. I mean, besides Costco, like who's making money on grocery stocks, right? And Costco is like more of like a buy and hold kind of thing, dude. You're buying if you've been holding Costco like in your IRA, you sitting so pretty, right? But otherwise, like it's not a good day trader per se. It has a 1% ATR. All these grocery names, Kroger's and all these, they're okay, but like you almost have to trade the options on them because they just don't, they don't have the juice. Now go in and look at the regular watch list because there's some nice, good God Christian setups that I think are gonna be, that I think got a chance. This meta right here, I mean today's, could be the day. So you've been testing this 540. I think the breakout is really more 542, but potato, tomato. So we go right, whoop, 542. Dude, we got a spot right there. Hey, Ben Pound, Pound Town. What's up, bro? Pound Down. Dude, tell me that's your nickname for your friends, like your boys at least, or whoever. Your sister, whoever. Tell me that's your nickname. Gosh, that's to be incredible. This has got a flag here. So first of all, you pull back in. I had this fucking thing at 529 yesterday. I sold it for flat because I was thinking the market would roll over. I don't know why I thought that either. And then this thing just ripped. Oh man, this could go out of the gate possibly. So let's they turn the algos on this stock all the time. They turn the algos on in this stock all the time. So this is Drew. Drew Yoshida, dude. Show me your abs. What's up, baby? Where you been? Dude, add this. This is top of the list, people. Add it. It's top of the list. Top of the list on like the regular stocks, I should say. All right. So we got Matt. I like this number one. AVGO. I had this as number two, but what's the problem with this now? Anybody know? What's the problem with this? And there's a big hairy problem now. What's the problem with this, guys? Yeah, so look, it's got a $5 ATR, right? $5 ATR. And it's moved up 5% in the pre-market on, I don't believe, any news, right? And so when you have, dude, when you have no news out, and this is a hot setup, the range is just sucked out of it. Now, is this thing, I got a lot of regrets. Don't you just wish you bought a couple thousand shares or something here and just sat around, right? Spent your summer on a little vacation. That would have been, I think, the real ideal spot. Real ideal spot. Dude, that's hot. So add that. That's number two. All right. Numero trace. MU. It's got the same setup as AVGO, but AVGO just went. All right. So now this has got numero dos. Right. So we want to add all these. Whoop. Right. Numero dos. Look at the location right here. So this hourly chart, 110. Dude. Numero trace. Guys, what's the trace? Numero 3. We want to go Dell Computers. All right. You got yourself a nice level right here, similar to MU. You're already starting to test it out a little bit. This thing is a whippersnapper too. When it goes fast. So definitely, dude, definitely let's have some fun. Man, I love the overall look. We just got to, man, we got to nail this thing down properly, right? So Meta, MU, Dell, all right? Tres, that's 3 in Spanish for those of you that are unlettered, all right? Ooh, unlettered. Nobody said no more. SMCI, the former GOAT. The former GOAT. So check out this bad boy. This is a good God-fearing Christian setup right here. So you got this big downtrend, right? Now you started to pop up into 20 SMA. And right, see the red shading here is about the one more update. It's going to point and the trend is going to officially be up green. Right? When the trend officially turns up green, you usually get a really nice bounce. You've got a level here at 530. Let's call this. Look at this thing. Dude. We got a level here. Let's call this 535 to 537. If that happens, guys, you have a gap till 560. And when it gets there, dude. Ooh, 535. Dude, it may go right off the gate, too, if the market holds up. I want you guys to add this bad boy. And, dude, get ready. Get ready to party on it. You know, get ready to party on it. It's SMCI. It's right there. Let's add this in to the 6 windows of love, right? 6 windows is life, guys. 6 windows is life. It's about love. So we got SI. We got Dell. Meta. Dude. Right? And then on the earnings side, we got old Peloton here doing the goose to loose. Dude, $4 break on this. We're partying. We've got hymns. The big upgrade from Needham. If you can get over this 20 SMA, it's going to have some legs. Love it. Love it. And then Wolf Nation. Already reversing. Take that off. Yeah, we traded the sun yesterday. Now, Z, it's not doing much here, but let's see if it holds up, picks up some level of steam to go. Now, out of the more speculative, so I'm reversing back to this, right? Meta, MU, Dell, SMCI. Qualcomm looks okay, but Qualcomm's very slow. You got to kind of trade the options on it. But you got a level here in Qualcomm too. Okay. Now, on a more speculative level, right? Because we are in the game of speculation, of marination and speculation. There's 2 things that we're about at Bulls on Wall Street, right? We're about the marination. We're about the speculation. You know, those are always the 2 go-to. So what do we do, right? What do we do? What do we do for a Klondike bar? Now, for the speculation, I got a couple. These are more maybe swing type of set. CompX, comp. The old comp is a $5 breakout, and it goes back a long time. It may be more of a swing trade setup. I don't know if it's got the hotness to do like day trading because it's a name. Cheaper names, very not fun to day trade. Right? But look at this. So let's go to weekly. You got yourself a $5 breakout there, right? So we got ourselves a spot. Oh yeah. Let's add that. What do you guys think? That's a good one, right? Oh yeah. Red, look, when they start cutting, right? You want to be part of real estate stocks. Maybe these real estate stocks get a little boost, a little bit of pleasure. So if you look at Redfin, that's the weekly. On the daily chart, you've broken these levels, all right? You've broken these levels. Now you're starting to marinate here. You know, you had a couple rest days here. I think if this thing kind of builds out a little bit here, you've got room to, dude, you got room really all the way. If they start, that's the hot one, right? Hot damn. So these are all important. Like we want to go in and kind of get a couple of these speculation nations. Now I got one more speculation nation, right? I think, you know, it needs a little bit of work. But we got this sell H. I want you to keep an alert right at this 20-day moving average at 42. If it clears that, and then this range, it doesn't matter where you draw this stuff, right? It's all about just zones of love, right? Man, if it clears, we got a spot. So that's the list, guys. I'm sticking to it, all right? Guys, let's go have some fun today. I'll be in the Balls on Wall Street chat room always. Dude, let's go do what we do, which is the do. Whoop. I love you guys. Peace. Hey, Bulls team, I'm making a Zoom link right now.